Coach, the team just keeps getting a lot of these really tight, close games and finding their way out of them. What can you kind of describe about the hitting approaches and how they managed to squeak this out?
I mean, number one is, the pitching obviously keeps us in the ball game and gives us an opportunity to actually, let our offense score some runs. But we kept grinding. We had really good at bats. We battled a lot today, and things just weren't going our way. There were some tough conditions out there. But like I told the guys, you just keep battling and give yourself an opportunity to help the team. And that's what happened in that last inning there.
Ari, go ahead.
I know you just mentioned the offense. Is there any concern about only scoring 2 runs each of the last 2 days? I mean, ultimately you are winning, and that's a very good thing, which is the bottom line. But the last couple of games, the offense has had to rally late to get the victory.
Yeah, and I think as long as we keep grinding, as long as we keep battling at the plate, I think we're going to be fine. Hitting can be contagious. It can be something that right now we're just not hitting consistently as a team. I think if we just continue on the path, continue to do everything that we're doing with all the hard work that we put in during the week, I think we're going to be fine. I don't think we should panic at this point. I think guys are doing the things they need to do, and I think at some point we're going to break through.
All right, Carl, did you have one more?
Yes, yeah, one more. Just what were you feeling when you had Southern up in that key position there at the end? I know he had somewhat been struggling for this season. What were your thoughts prior going into that at bat?
No, Carl, that's a great question. My thoughts were that he had really had quality at bats his first times up, and I was real confident that with the at bats that he had, his second at bat in particular, where he really battled, and I was confident in that situation that he was going to come through and give us a nice quality at bat, and he just ended up getting that base hit, which we were able to score on.
All right, thank you, Coach Held. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, if you guys can let me know in chat if you have a question for Tommy, the raise your hand feature doesn't seem to be working for me on this end. So just let me know in chat if you have a question for Tommy. We'll get to it. Matt Byrne, go ahead.
Hi, Tommy. First, congrats on the 12 strikeouts. In the very first inning, you walked the first 3 batters and then eventually hit a batter, which scored a run. How are you able to sort of settle down and strike out the next 2 guys to end the frame?
Yeah, very frustrating outing for myself. Obviously, I feel a lot of responsibility for putting us in a tough position to start the game, to start the weekend. As a Friday night starter, you want to come out and really be aggressive and set the tone for our team. And I failed to do that, which was frustrating for myself. And that really just going back to the basics and simplifying what I was doing. I felt like I was trying to do a lot, doing too much, which kind of put me in a tough position and really had me struggling to find the strike zone, which is very uncharacteristic for myself. So I was frustrated with that. Just tried to short my stride a little bit to get myself out front, clean the arm action up, and just get out in front and really try to spin the baseball down in the zone and with some life. Eventually, attacking the zone early in the second and third inning, just try to get my rhythm back. And then once I hit the fourth, I kind of felt like I got into my stride and was able to, spin a couple change ups and really get some swings and misses early in counts, and then got the cutter back a little bit to be able to throw that and keep mixing it up to open up both sides of the plate. After that, I was just forcing contact early. I got lucky with some strikeouts, but I was really trying to force contact as much as possible, especially because I didn't really have my best stuff. Knew that. I was really just trying to make it happen early in the count. I just got lucky that, I was able to, command enough to be able to get them into deep counts and strike them out.
Carl, then Ari.
When you're at a position which, you've got a fairly high pitch count early in the game, you weren't able to really control that later in the game. Is that part of kind of pitching to contact to try to keep your pitch count lower?
I always want to go deep into games, but my MO is I always want to go deep into games. As a starter, your job is to, not to get 3 outs and come out of the game. You're trying to withhold the lineup as many times as possible to give your bullpen the best possible chance to sustain itself throughout the end of the weekend. I'm a contact pitcher. I don't have elite stuff. I'm really trying to force contact early in counts. unfortunately, I was able to kind of bounce back after that first inning and force them to swing early in counts because they were getting good fastballs to hit. I just got lucky that, they were hitting ball on the ground. The wind was blowing really, really hard in. So I felt comfortable attacking the zone through the heart of the plate. They hit the ball hard a couple of times, but it was line drives for singles that don't do much damage. And, the balls that they hit hard up in the air were outs because, it was very, very difficult to pull the ball out of the park today. So I was really just trying to attack as much as possible, get the rhythm back and build some confidence. Because after that first inning, I was frustrated, a little flustered, and needed to find something to kind of get myself going a little bit.
Ari, go ahead.
Do you feel any additional pressure with the offense struggling? I mean, obviously I got it together in the end, but do you feel any additional pressure throughout a start, when the offense is struggling a bit and you have to keep a minute after giving up the 1 run early and basically shut them down the rest of the way to have a chance?
Absolutely not. It's frustrating for everybody when, certain people or, certain aspects of the team are struggling through times. You want to help them as much as possible, but doing your job is the simplest way for them to be able to feel the confidence to go back out and put up some runs. As long as you're doing your job, you're putting pressure on the defense or on their opposing team and their lineup to put up runs, and they're excited to play defensive behind you and then want to come up and do damage at the plate. Everybody goes through rough streaks. I mean, I had a terrible start to this game and found my way back and was able to keep us within the ball game to hopefully give us a chance to win at the end. I'm more than confident that all these guys are going to be doing the same over the course of hopefully tomorrow, but over the course of the season, they're going to find their stride. I've pitched these guys plenty and they've done plenty of damage off of me. So I have all the confidence in the world that they're going to go out and eventually just, run hell through the Big Ten. So I'm very excited for these guys.